giving up on being saved. I don't believe a cross, but live past your days. And I'm headed for the grave.
So, wait, it's time? But I'm not ready yet. Fine. Well, before I start anything, I should probably take care of a couple things. I want to thank Steve Shives and Dr. Christy Winters for encouraging me to do this without knowing whether or not I'd be good at it. I don't know whether I'll be good at it or not, but I'm hoping I'm at least sufficient. Also, like to thank Christopher Greeby. I hope I pronounced his name right. I met him through Steve on Facebook, and he should be doing videos because seriously, his sense of humor is spectacular. I said that I would start doing one once I got a camera that worked. Unfortunately, the one that's on board here is a 4.3. We'll fix that within a couple weeks, I hope. The best way to start, I suppose, is mission statement. Everybody who does one of these things thinks they're bringing something to the table. So what I've had to figure out in the last couple of weeks, knowing I was going to start this, was what do I bring to the table? I think a constant question of why. I want to know why this, why that. I'm one of those people who would ask the parents why until they got frustrated. Now, thankfully, with my mom and even with my stepfather, why was answered as far as they could possibly go. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, once I got to one particular why, there was no going back. The last time I read the Bible was an annotated Catholic Bible, and it being annotated made me really pay attention to what was going on, more than just reading it and going okay, and enjoying the story. I had to think about each line. Now, a lot of people are bothered by the big things, the flood, the killing of the firstborn in Egypt. What did little Tommy set do? It was one little thing that bothered the hell out of me. It's in 2 Samuel 6 and 1 Chronicles 13, if you want to look it up. When Uzzah touched the ark and to prevent it from falling over and was immediately struck down by the Lord. I probably became a disbeliever then. Just that one part bothered me so much. But that was in around 2000. I did not declare as atheist until May 31st, 2007. The reason I know the date is because I made a video that same day. The day before, I had seen Dawkins' the British cut of The Root of All Evil, which was a special he did for BBC. the 31st, I watched Jesus Camp. The end of Jesus Camp has this girl who's standing out and handing out pamphlets and wanting to talk to people about Jesus and stuff. And she's really upset because people aren't listening and don't they understand. And I related so much because this was the way I was at her age. I wanted people to understand how important the Bible was and eternal salvation and stuff. And I saw her and I'm crying. I start crying like crazy. And I couldn't stop. And the only thing I could think to do was to reach out to the world at large. And the only way to do that at the time was making a YouTube video. I have a bunch of old YouTube videos. I made the mistake back when when you weren't allowed to have more than one account, of making a second account. They left the second account and I can't access my original account. So this is actually the second account. It was meant for straight philosophy, not to do with religion. But what the heck? I wound up putting a bunch of music videos on it, my own music videos. One of the things I was going to start with. See, I knew I should have scripted this. One of the things I was going to start with is if you're looking for my music channel, that's Chris Abbey Music. This is definitely not it, although that is me at the beginning. For the purposes of this channel, I'm going to stick with what, for lack of a better term, I'm going to call anti-apologetics. I'm going to take the Bible as if it means what it says and ask why. That's what I can do. I checked online, before I did this, I checked online for reasons, for the possible reasons for Uzzah being killed. And I thought I'd include some of that in this. Oh man, did I find a bunch of them. So whatever happens, that's got to be a second video. I can't fit all of that into this, because I just wanted this to be a short introduction. So I'll ask a much simpler question. Let's go back to the Garden of Eden. Start at the beginning. The whole thing with the disobedience of God. By eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge, you will become like God, etc. The question no one's adequately answered for me, which is a why question. Why would they be punished before they knew what good and evil was? There is no possible way that they would know disobedience would be evil or considered evil. None. They don't know. That's part of the story. This is how they learn good and evil, and how evil comes into the world is by the act of disobedience. But why would they be punished for something they don't know is wrong, or they can't possibly know is wrong? If anyone has a good answer for me, let me know. Meantime, well, I've been Chris Abbey. Obviously nervous as heck doing this for the first time in a gajillion years. But I will see you soon. Or you will see me soon. And here is the earring I was wearing. Yeah, right. And over. Just in case anyone was curious. Thanks.